One day you decide to play a game in virtual reality. You put on your headset, you start the game, an MMORPG world where you got superpower, special sword skills, you can level up and create your own character. That would be fun, right? But what if you get stuck in the game? What will you do then? Well, you would be simply taking the solution as to just remove the headset, right? But what if you are not able to remove the headset physically, where your physical body has been detached from your mental state and you are living in a game? And this is exactly what happens in Sword Art Online. Our main protagonist, Kirito, decides to get into the game, starts playing it. Suddenly, what does he see? He can't exit the game. An event happens where the admin is saying that you cannot exit this game unless you finish the game. There are 100 levels and you need to complete those dungeon levels. Typical isekai world, right? But the twist is, it's not a game. You actually die. You die in the real world if you die in the game. You cannot respawn. 10,000 players, everyone is panicking. A lot of people are dying every day trying to complete the levels. Some people have given up starting living in the game virtually. A lot of people are dying because no one is taking care of their physical bodies in real world. That is also why they are dying. Now the thing that makes it interesting is that you cannot escape the game. It is a game, sure, but you cannot escape it. How is he gonna end this shit? He actually does beat the game. Then he decides to go back into the game again for Asuna, a second character, another protagonist, to get her out of another game that someone else has created, taken over, and then they beat that game, probably. Maybe, I don't remember. And the season 1 ends. Now, what I want to talk about is, in the first time he was playing the game, it was all interesting and all okay. The pace was good, everything was good. Game got finished very quickly. 60% through the season 1, the game was already ended. I was like, okay, the game got ended, but now what? And then he enters the game again under a different name. Was literally almost the same, just a little too fast of a pace. But it was the same, nothing too interesting at all. But I was like, if I'm watching it, let's just watch it to the very end until I finish this season. I finished it. I would admit the first part was good, but then it got very boring because it got repetitive. It's better than average anime. Okay, fine. I'll admit it. But then, few days later, what do I discover? There are 4 seasons of this anime. In Sword Art Online Season 2, Kirito enters a new virtual reality game called Gun Gale Online, GGO. He enters again, and this is the 3rd time. In Sword Art Online Season 3, also known as Alicization Arc, Kirito finds himself trapped in a new virtual reality called the Underworld. And he enters again. And after beating 3rd game, he enters again in the 3rd season. He literally completed 4 games in just 3 seasons.